I don't know how old I was, maybe 10, and attempting to explain economics, which I didn't understand, to my little childhood friends. And I remember that being a tense situation, but maybe telling. My name is Samuel Bowles, and I am the co-founder of Nextly App and a user experience designer at Atomic Object. I've been developing for the web since about '96, and I started working for Burger King, helping them build their intranet. And from there, I worked for a couple of different ad agencies. I worked out in Holland, I worked here in Grand Rapids for a little while, and then eventually I wound up working for a nonprofit organization in Spain for about 7 years. And then I came back to work for Atomic Object as a user experience designer. And throughout all that time, I spent a lot of time starting things, failing, learning things, and really focused on the web and mobile and building applications, because I'm really fascinated by the way the web allows communication between people in ways that we've not seen historically. So I heard about Startup Weekend from my boss at Atomic Object, and he encouraged us to get involved in the weekend, and I decided it sounded like a fun thing to do, and thought about what I would want to bring, whether I would want to just come and contribute, would I want to bring an idea. I decided to pitch an idea and see what would happen, with the idea that I would help someone else if it didn't come through.
Here's my idea. In my job on a regular basis, I have to share what it is that I'm working on. And I want to be able to share what it is that I'm working on really, really fast and rapidly, because I want to be able to get feedback from my clients and be able to pivot on what it is that I'm working on and make changes based on their feedback.
I think that it was really just the opening of a chapter for me. I feel like there's a lot more to learn, and it was sort of a story starter. I felt like it started a story that I'm going to continue to live into. I don't know how long exactly, but it's going to be a fun ride one way or another, and I'm sure we're going to learn, all of us, a lot from the experience. We're making good progress on the application. It takes effort because we all have day jobs, and we're trying to do it on the side, and we want to focus our time on doing our day jobs and love our day jobs. I think all of us who are involved in the project. But it's a really fascinating product, something that we all feel really excited about and feel like can make a great impact. And it's something that I feel a need for in my day job. So I feel like it's going to serve a need that I have regularly there, and that definitely motivates me to want to get it done. One of the things that I did as a designer is I basically threw out all of the design that I had done over the weekend. It was a great start, it got us a long way, and it got us to a minimum viable product which was really a minimum presentable product, and that allowed us to show what it was that we wanted to build. But when it came to the day-to-day of actually using it, it didn't fit the need that we were trying to meet. So I threw out the design and started again after some thought and working together as a team, and then we've started building out the product. At the same time that we've been working on the product, one of the things that I've been doing is really trying to get my head around what it means to start a business that can be self-supporting. I'm not really looking for this business to be huge. I have a job already. What I would like is for it to be able to support itself and continue developing and improving over time. In order to think about how to build a business, I've really had to think about what it means to get new customers, what it means to keep those customers, what it means to build a revenue structure that will be able to support the things that we want to do moving forward. And a lot of that is the learning that I'm most fascinated by in this process. I've built applications before, and the applications are fun, and it's something that I can do well. And working with developers to build that stuff is exciting, but the business is the thing that is going to be the biggest learning adventure for me. I'm turning to some books that I've been really excited to discover. I've found a book called The Entrepreneur's Guide to Customer Development, which is a cheat sheet to the 4 steps to the epiphany. I've read this one. I really now am inspired to go read the 4 steps to the epiphany, because this talks about some of those puzzles about how you actually market a product, how you get customers. It speaks a lot about the technology adoption life cycle curve and how you can work to cross the chasm, as it were. And that's something that we see in this business is a really critical thing, is to think about how to target a subsegment of the potential market, to keep our focus there and then build on that over time. And we've identified the subsection of the potential market that we're going to focus on as one that we know intimately, or at least I know intimately, which is designers like me.
The Nextly is a web application for instant, creator-driven presentation sharing. It's a way to present a connected presentation to someone remotely in an easy way. The way that you get the slides in the system is you drag them onto it. Boom, they go up to the presentation. You're done. There's no more effort. It's fast. I mean, you're watching it happen right here over the internet. You can get a lot of people on this thing, and it instantly updates as we're advancing through the slides. And it's full fidelity. It doesn't have the Skype problem where I've got all this like garbledygook in the way.
Grand Rapids is a surprisingly good place to start a business, and it really isn't very hard to find people to talk to about starting businesses. There are a lot of entrepreneurs in this town. There are a lot of people with gray hairs who know the stuff in and out, and then there's a lot of people who are doing it now. There's a real energy around starting businesses here in Grand Rapids. And I think that that's being fueled by cool things that are happening in our town, like Startup Weekend, 5x5, Momentum. All of these opportunities that exist are just continuing to add fuel to what I think was already there. And there are a lot of people who are fascinated by these ideas, are excited to see where they go. And I'm excited to be part of it. I'm excited to be part of what I perceive to be a real community of people who are all working together to try to see all these ideas flourish. It doesn't feel like a zero-sum game to me. It feels like the kind of game that we can really play collaboratively, and there's a lot of people to play it with.